I'm on fight weekend in Madison Square Garden. I had the pleasure of speaking with the one and only Jamell Herring. How you doing today, Warrior?
I'm doing all right, man. I'm doing great.
It's good to finally see you. You know, I looked at your last performance. You know, you're on the winning streak, and now it sets you up for a title fight. Right. What's been going on in training? You know, how's everything been for you?
Everything's been great. You know, like I said, I got to credit my winning streak to, of course, my new team. You know, the Crawford, Bud Crawford, Brian McIntyre, Red Spikes, Sal Dieguez, my strength coach, Jamie Belt, my nutritionist as well, Paulina and Michelle. Because like I said, all of them together has basically helped to get me where I'm at. You know, me going down from 135 to 130, now making the weight easier. Of course, like I said, Top Rank promising me everything that they offered. So like I said, everything's been going great. I can't complain.
Hey, besides being, you know, first and foremost, you know, United States Marine, man, salute to you. From one devil dog to the next, but you seem always in good spirit, man.
Oh, God.
You know what I'm saying? Every time I see you in training, you know, every time it's coming up to your fight, you always seem like you're in good spirit.
I mean, got you, because like I said, you know, being a Marine, there's always, it could be worse. You know what I mean? Like, to me, boxing is the fun part. You know, I enjoy what I do. I enjoy representing the Marine Corps, you know, shedding light to others that, you know, that look up to me as well. Because you already know, once a Marine, always a Marine. So I feel like, in a sense, I still have to carry myself as a Marine, even though I'm not active duty anymore. But I already know, like I said, like I pointed out, the Marine Corps is still behind me. There's Marines that still follow me. So, like I said, I always keep a good spirit, just go out there and represent.
You know, your first loss, you know, your fight was stopped in the last round,
right.
And then your second loss only on your ledger. You know, was those two losses credited to like the team that you had, or something that was going on outside? Because your winning streak, you seem like you've been dialed in and laser focused.
I mean, like I said, I think if I'm being honest, I can say that I probably took the second loss a lot harder. The fact that I felt that I did enough to pull it out, but you know, it is what it is. The first loss to Denis Shavkov, I took that fight on you know, a 3 weeks notice. At the time, you know, I didn't have the right training, because I actually was hurting myself to cut weight just to get down to 35 at the time. And like, remind you now, with the new team, I'm getting down to 130. But I think overall the Denis Shavkov fight to me was more of a blessing, because it showed that, you know, that I can fight through a lot. You know, just like I said, being a Marine, that mentality always kicks in with me. But the Shavkov fight, I took it all the time. That fight was a blessing, because it showed me in terms of levels and where I need to be at. It's like one of those things where they say it can either make you or break you. And I felt that main thing, that fight helped me to get where I'm at now, because I now know what to expect a little bit more when you're moving up the ladder. But like I said, and I have to, like I said, give credit also to my new team, because my old team, I had to make changes up with my corner, because it's either that or I was going to have a real early career as a professional in boxing. But like I said, with my new team, if you look back at each one of my fights that I had with them, I haven't lost a single round.
Hey, I'm glad you mentioned the 3 weeks notice. I was going to let you bring that to the surface and bring it to the talking point. Why? Right. Because, you know, a lot of people was talking about the final seconds, really, you know, of that particular fight. And I'm glad you let the fight fans and the audience know it was a 3 weeks notice.
Right.
And even with that 3 weeks notice, Jamell, you still was standing in the pocket.
Oh, yeah.
You know, you wasn't surrendering to anything, and you still, you know, was there with Shavkov.
Like, I mean, yeah, because I just wanted to basically go out on my shield. I wanted to finish the fight. Like, I knew I was down. It was like I said, I'm not going to lie to myself. I knew I was down, but, you know, I just wanted to go out there as a Marine and just go out on my shield. But, you know, at the time, my team did what was best, so I can't really complain about it. But like I said, it was 3 weeks notice, and I got to take the blame for that as well, because like, I could have easily said no, but it's just me being that Marine,
yeah.
I don't usually say no to anything or walk away from any fight. So I took it, and plus at the time, I was undefeated, so, you know, that plays a part. You thinking that, you know, you can just go in there and just do whatever. But, you know, like I said, all credit to Denis. Like I said, I took it as a learning experience, and here I am now. So I don't really complain or cry about my past, because, you know, I didn't let it break me or kill my career.
Hey, keeping in high spirits, Jamell, let's talk about this title fight, big dog. Right. Man, how is that feeling deep down inside? You know, this is what fighters work for. You know, your title fight. And have it been anything intricate that you basically changed up in your training process?
Yeah, I changed a lot. Like there's so much that that I wasn't doing in the past, that I'm doing now, thanks to my new team with Bomac and everybody. But like I said, I'm just honored and just blessed because if anybody who knows my career now, they know I wasn't given anything. I had to work for mine, and I'm just grateful because like it makes me appreciate things a lot more coming from where I was at. So I'm just one of those guys that don't take anything for granted. And I know I'm going against a pretty good challenge, But like I said, going through the Shavkov fight and things of that nature, I don't think there's anything that I have seen after that's been proven to be tougher.
Yeah, you build your mettle a little bit.
Exactly.
So what's something you know about your opponent going in here? Without giving away anything that you're training for, what's a little small detail that you know strictly about your upcoming opponent for this title fight?
I mean, he's a good fighter. One thing I take though is that he's still learning. I feel like he's still learning on the job for the fact that he hasn't had an amateur background. Such as me and myself. I've been at the Olympics. I've been a national champion on the amateur side and things of that nature. And but I believe that I still have a lot more tools. I may say, and I may have the mental edge as well, like you pointed out with being a Marine and things of that nature. But he's not one to be taken lightly, of course. But like I said, just judging from his last two fights from Christopher Diaz, who's of course fighting Shakur Stevenson this weekend. I believe in Shavkov, the Russian from Russia. I believe if you look, those guys in terms to me, they were a lot smaller. Like I said, Christopher Diaz, I always believed that he was a featherweight to begin with. And like rightfully so, he's fighting Shakur Stevenson this weekend at the featherweight limit. And Shavkov, I didn't think he went in that fight with the right game plan. He just tried to smother and just tried to mug him. But I believe me going into this fight, I'm the bigger man. I have the reach. I think I have the boxing pedigree. And that's what I say. I just feel like I have more tools, but I have to be smart at the end of the day. I can't just go in there thinking I'm just going to bulldoze everybody because, he might bring something new to the table, but I think it'll be a good fight overall.
Well, I'm going to tell you, first and foremost, best wishes to heading into this title fight, big dog. I'll be there supporting you, promoting it myself. Something we don't know from the outside looking in, Jamell. What is something as fight fans we don't know about your training camp and the elite fighters that you're training with right now?
Oh man, they don't know that that Bud Crawford is always on my case, man. Like I have to go through. Like Bud to me is like a fourth trainer, but I respect him and I love him for that because he just wants to see me do well. And since I had Bud in my corner, it's never been an ego issue. They welcome me with open arms. He calls me to see how I'm doing. I call to see how he's doing, and we basically we've gotten a lot closer since joining the team with him. But like I said, we work every day. A lot of people don't know that we work every single day. Every day during the week, we're doing just enough not to basically kill our bodies and overtrain, but we're doing enough to keep ourselves active and going.
So I know you just finished training. I'm gonna ask you this last closing question. This weekend, he's defending his title for the second time.
Right.
3-division champion.
Right.
How do you see this fight playing out with Amir Khan, who is equally, maybe considered fast, equally fast hands as Bud's, but he does have a fragile chin.
Right.
But we also know that Terrence Crawford is a switch-hitted assassin. He can do what he wants in there. He has flexibility, diversity in the ring. How do you see it playing out?
I just want to say first, people are not giving this fight much credit that it should be. Because like I said, even though you could say the whole chin situation with Amir, we all know Amir Khan always comes to fight. I mean, you can't never say there's been a fight that Amir Khan hasn't showed up and not fought his best. Amir Khan is still a dangerous opponent. Like I said, he always starts out fast. I just believe that, like I said, they say Bud's a slow starter. I believe the first 4 or 5 rounds is gonna take Bud to get his timing down. But once Bud gets a good read on his opponent, I think he'll catch Amir Khan. But I think, like I said in the beginning, it's going to be a lot tighter than what people may think it is. I don't think, Bud is just going to go over there and just walk through him. Bud doesn't even believe that he's going to just go in there and walk through him. Bud's smart enough to have respect for Amir Khan for what he's done in the past. And like I said, Amir Khan, when there's the big fights, he comes to fight. Even in his fight with Canelo, he was doing really well. He was boxing smart.
Many say he was leading.
Some say he was leading the fight. Like I said, I felt he was doing well. You know, Canelo's another guy that I have high up there on my pound for pound list personally. And like I said, I believe, you know, the bigger fights bring out the best in Americana. But I just think right now is buzz time. And I'll probably say they'll probably catch him in at least the 10th or 11th round.
The reason why I asked that, Jamell, was because, you know, in Amir Khan's last fight, he was dropped early.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It just so happened the caliber opponent wasn't even to take advantage of the opponent. But, you know, Bud Crawford is a whole nother beast when it comes to, you know, encapsulating a moment like that. So that's why I look at it like if Bud catches Amir early like that, it may not be another round for him to recover.
Yeah, that is true. If Bud catches him early, it may be an early night because you know, Bud is a finisher. We see that even in his last fight. You know, he caught him at the last minute of the round, and he finished him. He didn't let him see the final bell. So if Bud catches Amir Khan early, it could be an early night. But my opinion, if you want to talk about this weekend overall, I believe that the Shakur Stevenson Christopher Diaz fight is the one that's going to steal the show, and the one for the people need to watch because Christopher Diaz he started training with Freddie Roach, who's a respected coach, and this is a huge step up for Shakur, and people are actually questioning it. So
24-1.
Yeah. So those fights like that, you know, they bring a lot. It's like, you know, a lot of questions will be answered. So I believe that's the fight that people should be tuning into.
And you know, you don't see that much. You know, Shakur Stevens sitting at 10-0 undefeated, right? He's stepping there with opponents 24-1. Christopher Diaz.
For a world title.
Yeah. So I'm like, that's a huge statement for what he's saying in his character as a boxer. So what lastly did you have in parting words for your fans, Jamell?
I just want to tell you, like I said, I just want to say, you know, thank you to everybody. There are those who know me. I'm a people person first. I have respect for everybody who shows me respect. But if you want to reach me, you can hit me up at Twitter and Instagram at Jamell Herring. If anybody follows me on Twitter, I always reply back to the fans and supporters out there. So, like I said, I show love to everybody out there.
Hey, thank you very much from World Combat Sports, and best wishes to getting that strap, champ.
Thank you. Salute.